Hello, welcome to today's lesson. As we see the heading, we are going to study about accounting equation. Accounting equation is also known as bookkeeping equation. Whenever you see bookkeeping equation, is the same as accounting equation. Yeah, accounting equation is a topic in financial accounting, what you can call fundamentals of accounting. Accounting equation states that a company's total assets are equal to the sum of its liability and its capital. It states states that a company's total assets are, are equal to the sum of its lia- liabilities and its capital. Yeah, accounting equation says that companies' total assets are equal to the sum of its liability and its capital. Mathematical, this statement means that assets equal to lia- to liabilities plus capital. That is it. Yeah, you can ask what is the use of accounting equation. Yeah, here simply accounting equation is used to express the relationship between assets, liabilities, and capital. So of use of accounting equation. Accounting equation, it is used to express the relationship between assets, lia- liabilities, and and capital. That is the only use of accounting equation. Now here, assets, liability, and capital are the components of accounting equations. You can write components of accounting accounting equation. These are components of accounting equation. We have assets, liabilities, and capital. Yeah, the first component is assets. But assets is divided into two. assets is divided into two. We have non-current assets and current assets. Yeah, here in the current assets, you all know current assets. Current assets, these are properties of the business which stays for a longer period of time. Here you can see non-current stays for a longer period of time. Here stays for a short period of time. For a short period of time. And you can have examples. E.g., buildings. We can say here buildings. Can say motor van, land, etc. Which stays for a short period, e.g., can have datas, can have prepaid expenses, among others, etc., as we shall see. Now we are going to the second component. Second component is liability. Liabilities. 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 These are debts. Liabilities are debts of what? Debts of the business. We shall have long-term liabilities and short-term liabilities. Yeah, that's what we have. Remember, these are debts of the business. These debts are paid in long period of time, more than a year. Here, debts are paid in short period of time. i.e. less than 1 year. You can have examples. Example, igi a 2-year loan. Here, example, here we may have creditors. Here may have creditors. Mhm. The third component is capital. Capital, you can call it capital or equity. Owners, owners equity. Owners equity or capital is the amount of money invested in the business, invested in the business by invested in the business by business owner. But here in the accounting equation, capital is affected by increase in the profits or increase in capital itself, and is reduced by loss. Say here you can say note. Capital is increased by profit and increase in capital itself, and reduced or decreased by drawings. Drawings, this is removing business money from the business for personal use by business owner for personal use, like withdrawing money from business account, maybe for the wedding, to buy like your clothes, extra clothes. That's the money which withdrawn from the business account for the personal use. That means those money reduce on capital. And also losses reduce on capital and losses. That is the brief notes about accounting equations. But we have to construct accounting equation when we are considering this formula here, these components of ours. The next topic we shall be having a sample question. but we shall be using this formula to construct accounting equation, which means all total assets when you are constructing must be equal to the sum of liabilities and capital. Let me give you a brief example down here. Let me look for the ruler here and I give you a brief example. I have got my ruler. Let me say they may tell you that at first John started a business with cash at hand, let me say 200, and cash at bank 100. Yeah, and they come and they tell you on second John bought goods from Peter, let me say worth 300. Let's Let me give you just a brief before we tackle a sample question. Here I will have my assets following the what? Following this formula of ours. That's where we are going to construct our accounting equation, which tells assets equals to liabilities plus capital equals to liabilities plus capital. That's the formula I'm going to use. Let's come here and I tell you I have my assets. Let me say here equals to liabilities plus capital. I'm going to use this ruler so that we understand. Here just I got this question from my head, but after here we are going to tackle sample questions which will help us to understand more about accounting equation. Here let me put the date. Let me put here the date. Let me say they say at first. Let me say that they say at first John started a business with cash at hand 200. You come here and write cash right here 200, and bank start a business with cash 200, and in bank let me say 100. That means this is the amount I started with my business. When I had this amount I get 300. That means this is my capital I started with. I come here and I write capital, which is 300. Here we don't have liability. Draw two lines. Hmm. They may tell you that on second, John bought goods from Peter worth four 400. But remember here, once they said that John bought goods from Peter worth 400, they didn't tell either he used cash or bank. That means John bought that goods on credit, and that goods are stock. Here we come again. We say we still have our cash as 200 and bank as 100. But remember, John bought goods from Peter worth 400. That means John has even a stock. Remember, stock is an asset, is a current asset. Come here, you write stock of 400. But remember, John bought this stock from Peter on credit. You come here, which is a liability to the business. Come here, you write creditors, or in bracket you can write, you can even just write your name, Peter, which is 400. Remember, that is it. Come here, we still have our capital as 300. What here, capital 300. Here we come, we had, this is 300 plus 400, which is 700. Here we have on creditors, on liability, we have 400. And here on capital, we have 300. But remember, the accounting equation says that as total assets are equal to the sum of liabilities and capital. Here you have got 7, no, it's 700, not 7,000. Here I have got 700, which means we come here, we had 400, 400 plus 300, you will get 700. That means it is balancing. That is what we call accounting equation. Ah, that's what we call accounting equation. Here, assets we have 700, liabilities we have 400, capital we have 300. But remember, accounting equation says that total assets, which is 700, must be, is equal to the sum of liabilities and capital. When you had the liability and capital, you go back to the 700. That is what accounting equation states. Now, the next topic we shall be looking on the sample questions from the papers. Understand, we shall be constructing accounting equation and a balance sheet. Here it was an introduction. We started from here on how we state accounting equation, came to the use of accounting equation, components. This equation give us the components. I came here to explain to you such that when you start counting counting, solving the equation or constructing our equation, you guys understand very well. That is it for now. Stay on, you wait for the next session when we are constructing our accounting equation using past papers, a well-detailed equation where we shall have increase in where we shall have profits, losses, understand? Yeah, like that. Those we shall look on a lot of technicalities on accounting equation in our next session. Stay on. Don't forget to subscribe. We are just starting, but we are bringing more on accounting and all business related mathematics or calculations, economics, cost accounting, public sector, or we shall be coming with various questions and topics. But the next one, we are gonna be doing sample questions on accounting questions. Stay on, don't forget to subscribe on this channel. Bye.